place on the internet for Chinese tea education and for connecting with other tea aficionados. My name is Lauren. This is my rooftop here in China, where I drink copious amounts of Chinese tea. Guys, I've been gone for weeks. It's been a long time, 18 days on the road, traveling around China, meeting with, just observing, learning, so much learning, guys. But coming back, it feels so good to be home again. Really nice. Guys, the rooftop is just blowing up. Longtime viewers will know that this rooftop is always changing, but man, the past 3 weeks, everything is just expanded. Look at all these new buds on this lemon tree. Insanity over here. Look at that. Thriving. Look at this thing. It used to be over here. It's now moved over here. All this new growth on it. Look at these flowers. So fragrant. Incredible. Smells so good. Look at the grape tree. Amazing. Look at all these grapes hanging down. There's so many grapes. Anyways, the rooftop is really incredible. I put these ropes here. Kind of a random pattern. You know, nature likes random. So, anyways, got the, this is 2019 Shai Hong from Jingmai. And the cake's over here. Really beautiful golden buds. And then this is something I got on my trip. 2025, fully handmade Maojian green tea. And really looking forward to this one. This is a green tea that they're actually making a night I was visiting. And so that's some of the gift they gave me. Then this cup, I paid, I didn't pay full retail, but I paid a little bit of cash for this one. It's got that beautiful jean style. They call it like golden or whatever. It looks really metallic. Just an incredible, straight out of a dragon kiln. You know, there's about 200 dragon kilns total up in Shuiji village in Fujian province. But only about 30 are active. So this came from one of those active dragon kilns. Really incredible. This is kind of that classic metallic look from Jianzhan. Jianzhan teaware. I'm going deep into Jianzhan teaware. And this cup's incredible. Paid a pretty penny for it. Well, I got a really good deal. So I don't think you could ever. If you go to the kiln and go in their kiln and help them throw firewood into the kiln, they give you a good price. Plus, I bought 17 other cups. But yeah, a cup like this will set you back a couple $100. And really happy to have it. Anyways, I'm going to get into a rinse here. Stop yapping. So yeah, the first tea club got a 2015 Shai Hong. So this is a 2019. I've always been a fan of the Jingmai Shai Hongs. And I have actually gone deeper with the sun-dried red teas of Yunnan than I have with pu'er teas at this point. But really love this. It's so beautiful. Those little golden buds. This is another Jianzhan teacup. Really like the pattern. See how it's like rusted. High iron content used for the clay. And then high iron glazes. Give it this metallic-like finish. And the way it is with these dragon kilns, you're like rolling the dice. Every time you run the kiln, you don't know what you're going to get. And wow, just look at the effect right there. So cool, man. I love this cup. Anyways, hope everyone's doing well out there. Whoops, this is just the rinse. Gutless wonder. Let's just do that. Ow. All right, here we go. Let's get a proper infusion going. I'm going to cook it just a little bit because it's still pretty tight there. And then I'm going to come over here and rinse. You know what? I'm going to use the cooler water because actually I've been kind of getting into a little bit cooler water with these greens. And people are like, oh, you don't rinse green tea. Yeah. Yeah, you sure can. Look at how vibrant and beautiful. Fully handmade Maojian. You know, they have these machines that hold the broom and whack it around the wok to kill the green. This one, hand done. Every step, handmade with this one. And I'm just going to discard the rinse there. But you don't have to discard the rinse. You don't have to rinse. I mean, there's just so many different ways to do it. But Insha, Yulu, they might tell you not to rinse. You know, Maojian, they'll say it'll taste better after a rinse. So there's no hard and fast rules. I mean, that's just the way it is with green tea. With tea. I mean, every rule you think you know, there's some exceptions. Hey, Siegbert Schnozzle, welcome, welcome, welcome. So nice to have you. We are sipping 2015, whoops, oversteeping. We are oversteeping. Now, that was the first steep after the rinse, so it's not too opened up yet. But we got 2015 Shaihong, Jingmai Ancient Tree Shaihong. That's this cake right here. 2015 sun-dried red tea, Jingmai. 2025, fresh off the fields, made in my presence, fully handmade Maojian, Xinyang Maojian. That's what this is. And really vibrant, beautiful green tea there. Can't wait to get this. This is probably the grade and producer that I'm going to be using for my samplers. And the teacup, Jianzhan teacup. Did some deep exploration in the world of Jianzhan. And really loving these Jianzhan teacups. Song Dynasty style. So cool, the innovations that they made in pottery. Yeah, I mean, fully handmade. The machine Maojians just don't look like this. They're much tighter rolled. So this is like a fully handmade Maojian. Really nice husband and wife that make it. Oh, it comes from Lingshan. And that is just precious. Precious. Love that stuff. Love it. Really kind of sunny right now. Like the sun's kind of blaring. So I moved my little podium here. So I'm out of the sun. I'm actually probably just going to get that green tea and bring it over here. Because I just think that's better. So let me do that. Because I don't want to be like... I don't know, I'm just trying to stay out of the sun. Like I like getting some sun, but I don't know, man. It's just hot today. Maybe I'll just save this one too. Cover it up a little bit. Anyways, just mumbling to myself. I'm like an old man when I'm on the roof drinking tea. I really am. Just kind of becoming like that. Anyways, yeah, Jianzhan teacup. Infinite variations. No cup is the same. They're all totally unique. It's like rolling the dice when they make this. See these little bulges here? The iron expanding at a different rate than the surrounding clay. Just an amazing production. Fully handmade, of course. That's the only thing that goes into these dragon kilns. It's all fully handmade, and you're just letting the chemical process with the heat and the metals in the clay. It's like random. It's just this random. You just get what you get, you know? And it's crazy, guys. Like 98% of the cups that go in, handmade cups, they go into the kiln. 98% of them that come out are going to be immediately destroyed because of imperfections. It's truly, like there are these graveyards. I'll show you some later. I have a great video. There are these graveyards of just cups upon cups upon cups that have they're just destroyed. They're just, you know, they're not good. So there's just a million ways that they don't work out. But then they're kind of like gamblers, these Jianzhan makers. So every now and then they get something beautiful like this that they can sell for, 500 bucks or something. There were even cups that were so preciously unique and wonderful with price tags like $5,000 on them. But then 98% of them are immediately destroyed. Really interesting. So the green tea, we usually like to let it breathe. With the Yancha, spent a bunch of time up in Wuxian. The Yancha, they're pretty serious about keeping the lid on the Gaiwan. And it's all about preserving that aroma, keeping that potent aroma locked into the Gaiwan. Really interesting. But thank you. Yeah, this green tea is amazing. It's super fresh, I was watching it being processed a week ago. And it was picked like that day, came off the field, so. Yeah, fully handmade Maojian. Looks totally different than the machine stuff, and I'll make some videos comparing it. And I'm not going to say machine tastes worse than handmade, but it's often just the lower quality leaves will be used for the machine. So, and this particular producer, I'm working on a really nice mountain, Lingshan, over in Shenyang. They don't have any machines. They just don't have the machines because they don't. That prized terroir, they're just not machine processing anything there. But yeah, this is definitely a contender for the website and for the green tea samplers. Really cool green tea. Anyways, let's get into this one. Guys, I love these cups. I'm sorry. I'm going to be talking about it a lot because just look at that. That metallic shine. Gosh, I love this cup. This is the last cup I got there. Oh man, it's so cool. I just love that cup. And this one too. Look at the rim around here. It's like silver. So cool. And it's just like a freak occurrence. Like there's nothing they're doing to make them look a certain way. Like it's like nature. It's the uneven heating of the massive kiln. Gosh. Really cool. Really, really cool. Gosh, I love these cups. Sorry, guys. I didn't think I was really gonna get all mushy about teaware, but these cups are really doing it for me. Remember, guys, if you ever buy Jianzhan teacups, ask to see the dragon kiln. If they don't have a dragon kiln, they're not the real deal. And it's just as simple as that. And there's a lot of shit coming out of electronic kilns. And even these little wimpy cave kilns, if they don't have the wherewithal to build themselves a proper dragon kiln, like the Song Dynasty, then they're not really committed to Jianzhan teaware. And the farmers in the area, they just find Song era pottery, like when they're digging, plowing their field, they'll just be like, oh, 1,000-year-old teacup part. It's really insane. Well, it's not like a metal glaze. It's just using, ore from the region that has high iron content. So there's nothing artificially added or anything. It's just coming right out of the ground. And I actually have a lot of video about how it's produced. And there's actually insane, they have this old crushing, this massive pieces of wood go up and down on this track to crush the rocks. It's really, and the trees, this mason pine, half the physical labor that goes into these kilns and producing the cups is just in bringing in, chopping, and moving around the wood. There is so much wood. It's like a tree for every cup worth of wood being burned in these kilns. It's insane. Gosh, it's just crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about any contaminants with these. It's just, countryside. And there's not like industrial production out there. Like it's really just like out in the jungle. Like there's no factories except for these wood-fired kilns, and they're just burning the local wood with the local soil, and it's really clean and nice. But yeah, I mean, you got to be careful. I'm always a little cautious about old teaware. I just don't really drink out of old teaware unless I've tested it. And I do have a lead testing kit, and I'll test some lead. I'll test for some lead. But yeah, if you're concerned about something like that, you're probably concerned about lead. And yeah, you don't need to worry about that with Jianzhan. Ask to see their dragon kiln. If they have a dragon kiln, then they're serious about the craft, and they're not going to have anything bad in it. But like machine products and yeah, they're super high quality, bro. Siegbrush nozzle, yeah, this is the top quality. Dragon kiln, fully handmade. Just doesn't get better than that. Well, I guess this one's produced by an apprentice. This one's the master. They actually have 2 dragon kilns at this place. And yeah, the apprentice who moved there 5 years ago built a dragon kiln. His is actually a little bit longer than the master's. But yeah, it was really cool. Really cool to see. I have so much video, guys. I have like 50 gigabytes of 4K amazing. So I'm just gonna be trickling it out. And like long video, I was shooting everything in landscape, so I am prepared to start really reeling out, cranking out some long videos about it. Man, it's hot today. There's just sweat just like dripping, just dripping off me. If I remember correctly, there are some kinds of blue colored glazes that come off or something. So the color is totally a result of the temperature variations within the kiln. They're not coloring them or anything like that. So I'm gonna go in depth, man, on the production of these cups. Yeah, there's no like painting on or anything. None of that. They're like dipping it. They're doing a full like around. See, that's where the glaze stops. But like this is the same glaze, but it looks wildly different, and that's like mainly a result of uneven firing temperatures and varying iron concentrations in the glaze. But yeah, they're all like the same glazing process. There's no color added or anything like that. Really interesting. I'm gonna totally Siegbrush nozzle. These are all like great questions, and yeah, there's so much bullshit out there when it comes to like the manufacturing of like factory pottery. But this is just old school. Local pine trees, shove them into the kiln. The local rocks and soil, mix it up old school. And then just, throw it on the wheel, make your cup, dip it in a little glaze. That's it, you're done. And the glaze is also from the local soil. So it's just like there's no chemicals at all added to any of this process. It's just like they did during the Song Dynasty, except for maybe some, modern efficiencies here and there. But like there's actually just a respect for the way they used to do it. And so there's a lot of painstaking effort to the dragon kiln. Looks like I had a little bit of a network drop there. Hope everyone's okay. But yeah, these cups are incredible, guys. This one too. I mean, this is rare. Like you wouldn't normally get something so smooth out of the dragon kiln with like that fine lip on it. I mean, these are all like 1 in 100 to even get something that looks decent and is usable with no major problems. Sometimes the bottom's just totally ripped off or like stuck to the platform they put it on. I'm gonna make tons of video about this, but it's just fascinating. Totally natural, just from local stuff. I mean, if you had like a year and 5 employees, you could just grub around in the soil with roots and berries and figure out how to make this. Of course, it wouldn't be this nice, but I mean, it's just like ancient techniques. Really cool. Anyways, green tea. Let's do that. So my water's a little bit hot, but you know what? I'm not afraid. Not afraid. In fact, this is testing of this green tea, and I'm going to be testing this green tea under all conditions. Really nice. Look at the light on that thing. I'm sorry, I keep coming back to this cup. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Anyways, yeah, I bought 17 cups. So, and then I had to come home because I was out of money. But yeah, it's great to be home. Look at this grape tree. It's just exploding. It's all tethered up. Check out the papaya tree. Thriving. Look at that cute little papaya tree. Everything's just total springtime at the garden here. That flower, this bush, those flowers, incredible. Everything's just amazing up here right now. No dogs up here though. That's one of the drawbacks right now. We're letting Hoodza, the cat, relax in here. He's been a little bit sick. Whoops. And let me just do a wellness check. Is he okay? Yeah, we came back and all the animals had been overfed. We let this, well, she was a good friend, take care of our animals while we were gone. And they were all just shitting crazy and overfed. And this cat was having some problems. So I'm letting him stay in here right now. I have this massive oil painting keeping him over here. But yeah, I'm just like not feeding my dog for the 2 days because he was just overfed for like 2 weeks. Just so fat. So, and just like crazy bathroom problems. So, you know, anyways, I have some strong opinions on animal weight. But yeah, I'm going to lean him out for a couple days and try to get him back to fighting shape. So yeah, I went to Enshe in Hubei province for Enshe Yulu, amazing green tea. And then I went to Shenyang for Maojian green tea. Went to a couple different places around there. And then I went to Wuishan. Spent way too much money and time there. Wuishan was hurting though. I mean, there were some shops empty, and a lot of the savvy producers there taking trips to Singapore, trying to set up shop down there. Because there's a little bit of a Wui Yansha rock tea boom going on in Malaysia and Singapore right now. So a little bit weak domestic demand here. So people are trying to capitalize on that. But it's good for me. I mean, if there's a weak domestic demand for rock tea, hey, that means probably more for me, more competitive pricing. And I've got some super choice Huiyuan Gorge Rogue Way going to the tea club. And then it'll be coming onto the website later. It's a little bit expensive, but then I have a slightly more affordable Rogue Way also going to be bringing to the website. But, you know, everything's kind of slow to roll out. Trying to optimally configure this. Okay, that'll be like that. Like that. And this one will be like that. Okay, I think that's optimal configuration of this dual tea setup here. Anyways, I'm not gonna ramble on too much. I just hope everyone's doing well out there. Finally made it home from this incredible trip. I have tons of videos to make, guys. It's gonna take so much time, but I love doing it. And made some amazing friends. And I actually made even more potent wooey connections at the Jianzhan tea place too. So just incredible. And I'm thinking about a lot of stuff for the website and how to do everything properly. You know, obviously I'm operating under some cash constraints. I'm bootstrapping the tea company, so you know, it's a little bit slow rolling out new teas and teaware and stuff. But I'm not gonna stop. Keep going. And thanks everyone for stopping by. I'm gonna wrap it up there. I'm live streaming every day now. Sorry the live streams during the travel weren't that great. I have a US spec S23 Ultra, and it could not connect to 5G networks out there. I was having some problems, but I'm back now, and I'm actually going to be getting another new phone, just a Chinese market only phone, just for some snappy 5G all over China, and I'll be hotspotting that to this S23 Ultra with better cameras. Anyways, hope everyone's doing well. I don't want to ramble on about my money problems too much, but I'm doing well enough to have some world-class tea and world-class teacups, so not too many complaints there. I'll probably let you go there. Siegbert Schnozzle, thanks for stopping by. Sorry if the network stream had some problems. I had to disconnect about 5 minutes ago. But yeah, live streams every day. Posting 2 videos a day, back to 2 short videos a day, and then 1 long video a week. And I'll be starting that. I don't know. I don't want to make any promises, but I'm going to try to work a little harder. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for stopping by, and I will leave you with this beautiful handmade Maojian. So nice. I'll see you tomorrow.